Hello and welcome to Dohnatien Investment. This analysis is for Cerro de Pasco Resources on the TSX Venture Exchange as of 4th of August 2026 with a share price of $0.60. The full report is on dohnatien.ca. See Cerro de Pasco. Resources wants to reprocess a century of above-ground mine waste in Peru for silver, and the metal is already broken and on surface. Pilot tests recovered about 94% of it. But it is a pre-economic study developer with no NPV to value it on. So the call is hold on every horizon, and the analysis is stopped. Bear $0.40, bull $1.10. What makes this story distinctive is that the metal is already mined. Cerro de Pasco plans to reprocess a century of above-ground waste at the old Cerro de Pasco complex in central Peru, rather than dig a new mine. Its 100% owned Excelsior stockpile carries a compliant inferred resource of about 42.9 million ounces of silver, and bench and pilot work has recovered roughly 94% of that silver into a single high-grade concentrate. The flagship Culicocha tailings is bigger still, but not yet counted. Business quality scores a middling 62. The asset is real, the stage is early. Here is the catch, and it is why this cannot be more than a hold. There is no economic study, no preliminary economic assessment, no NPV on either asset, so there is nothing to anchor the valuation to. The flagship Culicocha is still pre-resource, with a maiden estimate not expected until the second half of 2026. The large 423 million ounce figure that circulates is a non-compliant exploration target, not a number you can bank on. At roughly 336 million Canadian dollars of enterprise value, you are paying for the proven part plus an unpriced option, fully valued for the stage, which is why valuation scores just 45. So the call is hold on every horizon, and with no buy anywhere, the analysis status is stopped. The tape is basing between roughly 55 and 62 cents after unwinding off the January highs, but price is still below both the 50 and 200-day lines, so there is no confirmed entry. Timing scores 48. The balance sheet helps, about 23 million Canadian dollars of net cash and a 2-year runway, though funding the path to development will almost certainly need a dilutive raise. The catalyst that could change the story is the maiden Culicocha resource, due in the second half of the year. One to watch, not to chase. The risks are loud and they are structural. This is a pre-economic study developer years from any production, so the whole thesis rides on a maiden resource landing well, and it could disappoint or slip. It is cash burning, so a financing is likely, probably at a discount and diluting holders. Silver itself is the swing factor. A break back below about $45 would rearm the commodity bear and compress the entire silver developer complex, regardless of asset quality. Add single country Peru political and permitting risk on a legacy liability site, and a thin micro-cap tape where a single fill can move the price. The bear case is about 40 cents. Now weigh the risk against the reward. The bull case is roughly 83% above today, the base case, the most likely, about 25%, and the bear case a fall of about 33%, so you are risking about 33 to make 83. So, our call on Cerro de Pasco Resources on the TSX Venture Exchange, hold. Remember, this is for education, not financial advice. Always do your own research. This analysis is by Dohnatien Investment at dohnatien.ca. The link to the full report is in the notes below. Have a great day.